Alright guys, you're welcome. So right about now we're going to look at how we can begin to install our WordPress. So the moment you've gotten your hosting and domain, okay, a mail must have been sent to you with the login credentials. So what you need to access your cPanel. Now your cPanel is your control panel. So if you already have your domain and your host, then you must have the cPanel details sent to your email. So the next thing is to now access the cPanel. So to access the cPanel, all you need to do is to put the domain name you have just purchased. So I'll be using this domain name, for example, thedamlegdigital.com / then cPanel. So that's how to access your domain, your control panel using cPanel. Okay, you put in your domain name that is purchased, then / cPanel. So the moment you have done this, click on enter. All right, so to bring you here, right here, okay, so the moment it brings you here, all you just need to do is to go to your email, copy the details, right, of your domain name, your username and your password, put it here, then you click on login. Okay, then the moment you click on login, you would have an interface like this. So I'm using Namecheap, so that's why I'm having such interface. So what the interface you're going to be having is not going to be too different from this. Okay, so depending on the hosting you plan you're using. So the moment you are logged in this way, so the next thing to now do is to, because usually most cPanels have software installers that you can easily use to install WordPress or any other kind of softwares you want to install. So for this class, we're just going to scroll down to where we have softwares. Okay, now we have software, but the where we're actually looking for is called Softaculous. Now, okay, fine, as you scroll down, you can now see we have Softaculous app installer. Okay, so that's it here. So all you just need to do is to now click on WordPress, because WordPress is what you're trying to install. Click on WordPress. Okay, the moment you click on WordPress, then it's going to bring you up to this page. Okay, so now you click on install. The moment you click on install, it will also bring you to this page. Now please, I need you to pay very good attention to this now. Okay, so at this point, the version that is presently active is the latest version as at now, as at the time of this recording, which is version 5.3.2. So that's the first thing. You'll ensure you are installing the latest version. Then the next thing you're going to see is your protocol, HTTP or HTTPS, then your domain name. Okay, then you also now have this other one called in directory. Now in directory is just it's like if you want to install this WordPress in a subdirectory. For example, if we already have something in thedamlegdigital.com, like we already have a website there, and probably you just want to have another website, however, not another domain. Maybe, for example, thedamlegdigital.com / say academy. Okay, that's, you want to have a new website on that subdirectory. So all you just need to do in this place where you have in directory, you just need to put in the name academy or something there. So what this basically means is that whatever you're going to install now will be installed in the academy directory, that is thedamlegdigital.com / academy. That's where it will be installed if you put in this academy. But if you don't put in anything here in that in directory, it will be installed in your root domain, which is what we want to achieve actually for this class. To be installed in your root domain, which is whenever you go to thedamlegdigital.com, the website is what you will see, which is fine. So we'll just go ahead and move on. So the next thing we'll see here is the site name, which usually is just the name of your domain, depending. The Damleg Digital, I'll just use that. Then a site description, maybe I can say digital and web design agency, if that is what I want to use. Could be anything, just a site description. Then another very important thing to know is the admin username and password. Now this is very, very important. Okay, this is very, very important. So you need to have an admin username and an admin password. So at this point, you can now use a username of your choice and a password of your choice. So I'm just going to use the Damlek as my username. Then for the password, please ensure you use a strong password for this purpose. So like you see, if I go ahead to choose pass as my password, you see it's already, the indicator is already showing that this is a very bad password. So what do? I can use this generator, click on it, and it's going to generate some very crazy passwords for me. But please don't forget your password, okay? However, even forget, we can always reset anyway, but don't forget your password. So just have that somewhere. You can copy it and paste it somewhere on your system, okay? So I'll just copy that. Then the admin email. Now this will be the email that you want to use whenever probably you need to reset your password or anything as regards this account. So ensure the email address you're using here is an email address you have access to. So I'll just leave that. So another thing you have is the different plugins you can install. I'm going to explain plugins later, but on the basic, you can just choose Classic Editor. Classic Editor is actually one of the mostly used editor in WordPress because a lot of people are used to it. We have new editors now, but a lot of people are used to Classic Editor. So it's just cool if you have Classic Editor there. So, and okay, you can also use limit login attempts, which will mean that it will limit the number of times you can put in a wrong username and password on a particular site, and to just block out the person. But I'm still going to look at all of this later, so let's just leave this two for now. All right, so just move down, and the next thing is to ask us, where do we want to send the installation details to? So any email you also put here, it will send the installation details there. So let me just use this email. So I haven't done that, and that's basically all. You can leave this template, so we're going to address all of that later. So I haven't done all this. The next thing to do is to click on install, and in a few seconds your site should be up. So just wait a bit, and then boom, we have our site, our WordPress successfully installed. So now if I go to, now observe these two links. The first is the website itself, and this other one is the back end. And the only difference is that you're putting the domain name /wp-admin, which you will log in with the username and password we created earlier. So if I visit, let me open in a new link. If I visit the first one, you see that a demo has been installed already. Okay, all right, demo content already. So this is like how the site looks like at the moment. Then also on this other one, the back end, so you can just right click and open in a new tab. Then it's automatically log you in, since you are still on your Cpanel and you're fine. It's automatically log you in, and this is how the dashboard looks like. So you've just successfully installed your WordPress site. Okay, you have the back end. This is where we're going to be doing all of our manipulations, and this is the front end of the site that the user will eventually see. So we'll take it up from there in the next lesson.